Scorpio, you're another of those signs that has had a couple of bad months, spreads. I'd love to say this doesn't look so bad, but there's a few things, well, there's one thing that really concerns me about it. So I might as well tell you what it is. That's the devil card, top right. If you remember, I suggested that a narcissistic attachment was preventing you from moving on. Is this the narcissistic attachment? And you know, you might have got nothing to do with them now, but if they're still playing in your mind, then it's still working. The overall energy, the middle card, is that of the Knight of Swords. Probably, given your circumstances, a good card to have. Brave, fierce, fast, but can sometimes get hold of the wrong end of the stick. Our bottom right, King of Pentacles, now this is the recent past, I'd associate this with somebody who's good with money. So certainly money has got something to do with this reading. You might know I no longer like to use the word money with CDCs. I prefer to use the word wealth, so perhaps I should. Your current energy is at the Page of Wands. Are you seeking information on this narcissistic attachment? If so, it's the wrong thing to be doing. Just forget about it, you know. You might be seeking information on what's going on in the world, but I suspect you're preoccupied with your own things. In the future, you're likely to be seeking wealth. Well, you know, have you lost wealth as a result of all that's happened? Maybe. So I can understand it, but in general, the universe is a warning against that. The energy that leads to the outcome is a new love. A new love, not the old love. It could be a renewal of the old love, though, but it's more likely to be new love. And because I don't see the energy that it leads to as being good, then this isn't wonderful, even though it sounds it. The energy that would change it is you coming into new money. So money and love keep being ascended here. If you focus, that's why the universe isn't warning against money. If you focus on wealth rather than love, then things will end up better for you. Because the outcome is the devil. Now, I said that was the narcissist. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's another love. I think it is a love. Another love that isn't right. It could be another narcissist, of course. It's just possible that you renew acquaintance with a narcissist, though. Let's look at each one individually. Now, what is the energy? The energy that runs throughout all this is you having got the bit between your teeth, being brave and fierce, moving quickly, and maybe getting hold of the wrong end of the stick. So you've got the bit between your teeth, you're wanting action, you're wanting to do something. Are you running straight back into the sort of problem you've only just released yourself from? That's absolutely how it feels. Absolutely. You know, I don't know, well, I do know why it reminds me of this, but, you know, it's said that if you fall off a horse, you must get back in the saddle immediately. And God, this feels like that, you know, that what you really need to be doing is not repeating the same mistakes. And that's exactly what you feel to be doing. Yeah. In recent past, we have the energy of the King of Pentacles. I'd associate this as being a financially astute person that knows what they're doing in terms of wealth, finance. Because I taught at a major international business school, people always assume that I'm this person. Maybe I am, but not in the way that people assume, because I'm useless at predicting the markets. I'm useless at predicting what's going on. And that's because the markets don't seem to have got any sort of logic behind them whatsoever. So yeah, useless at that. But I guess I am quite astute financially. But people assume that means that I've always got share tips or something like that up my sleeve, and I don't at all. No. Right now you're seeking out information. I do hope this isn't information on the narcissist, going over in your mind, if only I'd done this, if only I'd done that, and what's right, what's wrong. And, it's only natural. I was a victim of narcissistic abuse for some 20 years, and I know how it is. Plays in your mind that you've done things wrong, if only you'd done it better, and you've just got to forget it. Don't give it a second thought. Don't try and fathom it. Don't try and fathom any of it. There is no right and wrong. Except they were right and you were wrong, and that's how they are. The future sees you looking for wealth. Is this to replace wealth that was dissipated by the narcissist? I think it highly likely. I normally say that at this particular time, this isn't what the universe wants you to do. But I think in your case it does. And I think the reason is that in looking to replace the wealth that you have lost, it takes your mind off other things. It gives you a sense of purpose instead of wallowing in victimhood. So I think it's probably quite a good thing to be doing. And as I say, it's in the future. What I believe is the wrong thing for you to do, and this changes the outcome. This leads to the outcome. And the outcome isn't a good outcome. And that is to go looking for a new love. I think it is a new love. It could be the same love, but I don't think it is. Despite me believing that you find another narcissist. No, I believe that you go out looking for a new love. And certainly at first it will feel wonderful. It'll feel exactly like what you want. Why is that? Well, because a narcissist love bombs you at the beginning. So it will feel great. It will feel like you found your soulmate. But actually, it's completely the wrong thing to be doing. Now what would change the outcome, and given I don't think the outcome's a good outcome, is actually you coming into new money or new wealth, which is why I think in the future you go in looking for wealth is actually a good thing. Why does this change it? Well, I think it's because it changes your focus. Changes your focus from love to wealth. And even though right now the universe has been saying to almost every sign, this is exactly the wrong thing, I think in your case, it's exactly the right thing to be doing because of what you've been through. So this changes the outcome. So let's see what the outcome is. Because you see, we're at the outcome now, and the outcome is the devil. Unhealthy attachment. Ah, yes, unhealthy attachment. Certainly you had an unhealthy attachment to a narcissist. So is this new love actually an old love? Could well be. Or is this simply saying there is something wrong, that this is another narcissist or another person with real faults? Do you know, it's looking to me like you do go back to the narcissist. That's what it is. Because of, you know, this the strongest energy from this is unhealthy attachments. And nothing could be more unhealthy than an attachment to a narcissist. So I think you don't shake off the narcissist, you go back with them. We need to find out why, don't we? Let's get some clarity on this devil energy. Right, I'm seeking clarity on this devil card. Does it represent the narcissist? Is it a new one? First card of clarity we get is the Page of Swords, seeking information. So you were trying to work out whether or not this person was a narcissist, and in doing so it brought you back into contact. The next card of clarity is the Ten of Cups. Yeah, it feels wonderful when you first start with them or come back to them because they love bomb you. But it doesn't take long for the disillusionment to set in. It doesn't take long for you to realise that things are not that great. Let's look at each individually. So the first card of clarity is the Page of Swords. It's a bit like that Page of Wands that we had earlier. But it's you going out and seeking information. You know, when you've been stung by a narcissist, you do go over and over in your mind, what happened? How could I have played it better? Or even if you've realised they're a narcissist, how could I have prevented them from causing such destruction to my life? And you never realise that you can't. It's only by keeping them out of your life that you can do it. But because you do that, probably it leads to you corresponding with them. And that's what leads to you getting back together with them. And when you first meet up with a narcissist lover, it feels absolutely wonderful because they love bomb you. Essentially what they do is they hold up a mirror to you and they reflect what you want to see. They reflect yourself, and in seeing yourself, you know, you're very attracted to it. But they love bomb you. They do everything to make you feel happy, to make you feel good. And should you get back together with them, that's exactly what they'll do again. They'll love bomb you and they'll convince you that everything's all right and it'll feel brilliant and you'll feel so happy that things have got back to how they used to be, those golden days. But you know, this love bombing doesn't last very long, particularly if it's not the second time. And very soon you'll sink into despair because you'll realise that no, things are very bad. Things really are terrible, and you will get into a cycle of despair which lowers your vibrations and everything seems to go wrong. I know in my 20 years of abuse, I came close to alcoholism. Terrible admission for a Muslim, but yeah, came close to alcoholism. Because you do become completely defeated. And that's exactly what will happen to you, unfortunately. Total defeat. So a huge warning for you here, Pisces. Scorpio, sorry. Massive, massive warning to you. Scorpio, last month you were suffering from narcissistic attachment. There's a massive warning this month not to get back with them, but chances are that's what you're going to do. You got your bit between your teeth at the moment. You're wanting to do something. You're brave, you're bold, you're fearless, and probably running to completely the wrong conclusions. You were in the past probably wealthy, but by yourself. Maybe that plays on your mind. You're now looking for information, probably information on what went wrong with the narcissist. If I could have done this, if only I could have done that. And that's the worst thing you can do, to be honest. But I think you do it. You go out looking for love, and what do you find? Yep, your old friend, the narcissist again. You run straight back into them because you were looking for love. I think how you come together is, you were trying to work out what had happened, and you communicate with them when the number one rule is no communication. And that brought you together, and of course they loved bombed you in the beginning, and they're love bombing you again now, and it's going to seem wonderful, and it's like the right thing. And why is this crazy man in Java saying that no contact is the only thing you should do, But it doesn't take long for the rot to set in. It doesn't take long for that despair to come back. It doesn't take long for it to eat into your mind so that your vibration is lowered and everything in your life seems to be going wrong. No, it doesn't take much for that to happen. At this moment in time, the universe is telling most signs not to seek wealth, but to seek love. But in your case, it's saying the exact opposite. If you could throw yourself into seeking wealth, then I think you wouldn't get back with a narcissist, and you wouldn't get back into this despair. And it would probably lead you to new wealth as well. But, just the act of seeking wealth would take your mind off your attachment to the narcissist.